Hello students, good morning. Hope you are fine. So today we'll continue in the understanding quadrilateral. I have explained you some part that quadrilateral is nothing but a part of polygon. A polygon with four sides is always known as quadrilateral. Here I have written here. The quadrilateral four-sided polygon is known as quadrilateral. Now in this lesson we are going to study about the quadrilaterals, all the types of quadrilateral, all the properties. We have discussed in our previous video. For you to make you easy, I have drawn one tree for you. Now see here how to remember actually that idea I am going to give to you. The first of all, the quadrilateral is divided in two parts basically. One is the kite and one is the trapezium. Now what is the difference here? Now trapezium, one side is parallel. The property of trapezium is, I will write here with a star. Star means the property. One pair of opposite side is parallel. Due to less place, I am writing the shortcuts. Understand that? So, one pair of opposite sides is parallel. This is the property of trapezium. Any other property? Normal trapezium. See, isosceles trapezium is different. We'll write the property later on. But trapezium, okay. Now, kite. In the kite, what is the property? Two pairs of opposite sides are equal. Two pairs of opposite sides are equal. Means suppose ABCD is the kite. A, B, C and D. Then AB and AD will be equal. And BC and DC will be also equal. But they all four cannot be equal. Got it clear? So that is known as kite. Any other property? We'll introduce the property of diagonals also. Here, diagonals may diagonals are not equal. Diagonals are not equal and they intersect in different ratios. So here the property for diagonal diagonals I have to change this a bit. One diagonal is perpendicular bisector of other. One diagonal is perpendicular bisector of other. These are the properties of kite. Now, this doesn't have any other bifurcation. but trapezium has the bicornate. Now, in this trapezium, in isosceles trapezium, the first one will come as it is. So, first is one pair of sides are parallel. One pair of sides is parallel, and other non-parallel opposite sides are equal. Non-parallel opposite sides are equal. This is important here because this is the same property, but this is important. And the third and last here we'll add is diagonal. Diagonals are equal. Diagonals are equal and divide each other in same ratio. In same ratio means one diagonal bisects the other, divides the other, and the other one will also divide the first one. The ratio in which they divide one another will be the same, and also the diagonals are equal and they divide each other in the same ratio. Now these are very important properties that you have to remember, because in 10th also you will face some numerical where in the circle part. So in that the trapezium is there, suppose isosceles, and you have to use to solve that numerical, you have to use the properties of trapezium. So these properties what we are discussing today are very important. You have to remember it anyway. Now second part of this trapezium is the parallelogram. Now what is the unique? One pair of opposite side is parallel. Here in the parallelogram, what is the property? Everyone knows that. What is the property of parallelogram? Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Also opposite angles. Here also the adjacent angles are equal. I will add in this one more. Say I will add here. Adjacent angles are equal. Adjacent angles are equal. Here opposite sides are equal and parallel. Next is opposite angles are equal. Then adjacent angles are supplementary. Adjacent angles are supplementary. Also diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. Got it clear? So this is the thing. Now here diagonals bisect each other in parallelogram. These all properties you will see in this all, because these ultimately are the. Now one special property these have one unique property, these have one unique property, and the unique property of both goes in the square, so it has the further unique property. Got it clear? Now I will not repeat this all. Okay, only one change is here the diagonals bisect each other, but here the diagonals are not equal. Here the diagonals are not equal, but here diagonals are equal. Here diagonals are equal. So here also diagonals will be equal. Here the diagonals are not equal. That differs a bit about the diagonal. But yes, in every case the diagonal is bisecting each other. In this case and this case they are the perpendicular bisector, but here they just bisect. Got it clear? So we'll write the properties for these. Now these properties included, I will just write the peculiar or special properties of these three. So first is all. Now these are the properties of rectangle. I will write below it. All properties of parallelogram. All properties of parallelogram. And one more additional property, that is we will say the special property. The special property of this is, that special property is all angles are equal. All angles are equal. Now this is the special property of rectangle. Okay. Next is rhombus. Next is rhombus. Now in rhombus, again here we can write all properties of one more here it is diagonal bisect each other. Also we can add here, and or I will add this way, diagonals are equal. Diagonals are equal. Here all properties of parallelogram. And the unique property of this is rhombus, all sides are equal. And diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. Diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. And last is the square. Here I can write the property as the commonest property is all the properties of parallelogram. All the properties of parallelogram, and the unique property of this is all sides and all angles are equal. All sides and all angles are. Now here all angles are equal, here all sides are equal. So combination of that. Diagonals are equal and diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. The combination of that. So what we write? Some place I got here. Okay. Here I can write diagonals are equal and perpendicular bisector of each other. So this is the complete tree. Okay, so this is the complete tree. You have to remember this complete tree anyway, so that you will never forget. If it will be better if you copy this somewhere in your book with these all properties, and time to time if you revise it, it will be very easy for you all. So remember this thing. It is very important regarding your geometry, because quadrilateral in a school geometry for up to 10th standard, quadrilateral plays an important role everywhere in the geometry part up to 10th standard. So now here we'll discuss about some other aspects, some other properties of the quadrilateral, and also some unique property of the other polygons also, which is common for quadrilateral also. Or we can say, I can say that we can form the common formula to find the interior and exterior angles of any polygon or quadrilateral. So angle sum property. Angle sum property. Now the angle sum property, what it means, you know about the triangle. What is the angle sum property of triangle? All the angles, interior angle of the triangle adds 180 degree. You know that. And what about the exterior angles? Suppose I draw an isosceles triangle. Suppose say this is an isosceles triangle. These three angles are equal. So obviously their exterior angles, these are the exterior angles. These all exterior angles will be also equal. Now you can see here how much this is. These are 60. So how much this will be? These are supplementary angles. So if this is 60, 80 minus 60 is 120, 120 and 120. Now from this, what is the sum angle sum property here? According to angle sum property, all the interior angles add 180 degree and all the exterior angle add 120 plus 120 plus 120. Okay. So by angle sum property, sum of interior interior angles equal to 180. Sum of all interior angles is 180 degree. Sum of all exterior angles equal to 120 plus 120 plus 120 becomes 360. 360. Now see how many sides there are? 3 sides are there. If you divide this 360 upon 3, what you get? Equal to 120. Now what is 120 degrees? Got it? So if you put n as the number of sides, this becomes a formula. And this formula for the exterior angle is common for everyone. Exterior angle equal to 360 upon n, where n is what? Number of sides. N is nothing but number of sides. Got it clear? So these way one formula we got. That is the exterior angle is this. Now what is the interior angle then? Obviously in any figure, in any polygon, the interior angle and exterior angle are supplementary angles. Right? So if they are supplementary angles or linear pair we can say, then interior angle will be 180 minus exterior angle. So by the angle sum property for the quadrilateral or any polygon, for any polygon equal to 180 minus 360 upon n. Now how you can take this as if you solve this, What you get? We'll get a formula. What is that formula? That is 180 I can take common. I get 1 minus 2 upon n equal to 180 multiplied by n minus 2 upon n. N minus 2 upon n. Now see here, if I multiply by 2, what I get? Equal to 2n minus 4 upon n multiplied by 90, or even I can write here right angle. So this is the standard formula for interior angle of any polygon. You can find out by this formula. What is that? 2n minus 4 upon n multiplied by 90. So when you use this, you can find out the interior angle of any polygon. Got it clear? Now here we are dealing with quadrilateral. So in the quadrilateral, we have to find the sum of the interior angles. So for that, this n will be replaced as 4. So what we get here? For quadrilateral, interior angle or sum of interior angles equal to, what will be the sum of interior angles? That you have to find out now. Okay, suppose this gives for a regular. This formula just works for regular. Regular means all sides equal. Okay, for that only it will work. So and also all angles means like square. In quadrilateral, square is the standard one, standard quadrilateral, or you can say isosceles quadrilateral is nothing but square. So for that, if I put here and multiply that by 4, so what I get? Because 4 angles are there, so 4 sides and 4 angles obviously. So I will remove this n for the sum of interior angles. That will become 2 multiplied by 4 minus 4 multiplied by 90 equal to, what is that? Here I will write 2 into n minus 2 into 90, because these 4 I am replacing. Why? Because this is the sum. That will give an individual interior angle. This is nothing but the sum. That's why I am removing that 4 by multiplying this by 4. I can remove it. Okay. Or I will write here 4 multiplied by 4. Same. So what I get? This 4 gets cancelled here. So here I get 2 into 4 minus 4 into 90. So 8 minus 4 into 90 equal to of the interior angle of any quadrilateral is 360 degree, whether it is isosceles or any type of quadrilateral. Okay, so remember this formula. Okay, that formula you have to remember here. So I will write here n multiplied by n here. So this n will get cancelled directly. Okay. Then comes the exterior or sum of exterior angle. Of polygon is always 360 degree. So when you want each exterior angle, just you have to divide it by n, that is number of sides. You will get your answer. Got it clear? So this is very important. These formulas are very important. And one more in this we can add. What is that? This is for sum of, but interior angle equal to 2n minus 4 upon n into 90. This is the formula for interior angle for any polygon. And exterior angle equal to 360 upon. So these two things you have to remember here, very important thing. So when you remember these two things, it will be very easy for you to solve anything in this chapter. Got it clear? So as I know that you have almost solved the exercise of this in the previous when we were taking online, that time only. But with these I am going to give one extra exercise to you all. So you have to solve those exercises. Okay, everyone got it? Clear? So with this video, whatever the exercise is being given, you have to solve that exercise. So today we'll close with that exercise. We'll complete the revision of chapter 3. Okay. You have to just remember the properties and these formulas. This is applied for quadrilateral also. Got it clear? So this you have to remember very nicely. Okay, and complete the things. Send the assessment, solved assessment on my email ID, so that I can correct and give you the feedback. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.